Can you just explain to us? So I know when I was on the YouTube channel, when I was looking you up, folk music are the influences. Like, who are the big stars in that genre of music?
Sure, that's an interesting observation about the folk music. But yeah, I've been getting into folk music as of recently, especially when I formed kind of the Boston Harbor Boys.
Yes.
We do all kind of traditional sing-along Irish music. And then 2 years ago, I did an internship in Ireland for 5 months.
That's exciting.
And so I was surrounded by this like natural, just these guitar players and violinists, and was really embracing kind of my culture, but the music as well, which is all very organic and folk driven.
So is that what folk is? Just like traditional, organic, like true to that specific culture? Because every folk would be different, right? Like if you, like American folk, I like when I think American folk, I think like of that banjo, you know? Like,
sure, yeah, I guess that's
like,
a good point.
I don't know, like Irish folk would be what you do.
True. I mean, I think it's all under just the same umbrella.
Okay.
But I think you make a good point about how the American folk is kind of like, hey.
Well, that's what I think of. I think
it's about storytelling and kind of simplicity, and it's kind of the approach. Like, can you play the song on a guitar and a guitar alone?
Okay.
You know, a lot of music now is very computer.
Of course. You need a DJ there.
There's loads of tracks, and if you were to play that song on the guitar, would it have the same impact? And I think a lot of times kind of modern pop music wouldn't. But if you do a folk song on the guitar, that's what it is. It just feels like it's from another time, another era. And it's always been, and it's kind of naturally inside of, that's like the cavemen type of, kind of those basic
it's the caveman
things.
music.
Just kind of, we crave to be held and to sit on a porch with a cup of tea on a windy, wet night and just kind of say, yeah, I'm content. And that's folk music to me. I don't know, but
that's awesome.
I'd say the Beatles are my #1 favorite band ever.
Okay.
Especially Paul McCartney's career, and I'd say because they were breaking the boundaries of how you record music. They were just doing a lot of experiments with microphones and using new instruments to give new sounds.
Yes.
And they also had a lot of influences for music, so they did everything from, you know, rock and roll, Buddy Holly, a lot of Elvis, Roy Orbison, but they would also they had folk songs. They had really loud, kind of grungy rock and roll songs. They have like one of the first major pop songs to have distorted guitar, which is like so common now.
I don't know what that means. What do you mean by distorted guitar?
If you just think of like AC/DC, and how like electric guitar is like,
yeah.
So John Lennon was like, let's just crank that up and like just make that sound, you know. And so when they did Revolution, like you say you want a revolution, they did a version that had distorted guitar, and it was like so strange, but it was a new sound.
That's awesome. So they broke some major barriers.
They were kind of cool. But they did all spectrums. They had children's stuff. They had ballads, rock and roll, dance numbers, and I appreciate that within a few guys that they are kind of bringing all of their influences together, and so that inspires me.
I know everything will be alright. I love you, I love you. Oh, I love you so. I love you, I love you. More than you'll ever know. More than you'll ever